tutorial is about using the Dorian mode, and the modes are related to the major scale. Here we go on the C major scale. We know that's all the white notes if we start on C. And what the modes are is you start, use exactly the same notes as you would use for the major scale, but you start at a different note. So in this case, I'm going to start, here's C, the first degree of the scale. I'm going to start at the note D, the second degree of the scale, and I get a completely new sound. And when I harmonize that note in the scale, I get a minor chord. And if I just hold this scale shape, chord shape down and move it around, I can make up fantastic chord progressions. All those chords are related to each other because they're all connected via the scale and use the same collection of notes. So the Dorian mode is a great scale to use if you want to do something in a minor chord. I think there's a few references in your book about particular chord progressions. Now, when I go to put a bass line to that, I have, of course, all the notes of the Dorian mode. Sorry, we can't see that on the keyboard. I've got. But I also have the D minor pentatonic scale. So I'm just going to shove the keyboard down so I can get into the bass range there. So I have the notes of D Dorian to choose from for my bass lines. I also have the D minor pentatonic. Of course, keep in mind when you're writing bass lines that if I was to change my chord then to the, for instance, go from the D minor to the E minor, the bass would have to follow the chord. So the bass is on E, and then when I move back down to the D minor chord, the bass helps plant that chord by giving the D bass note and working around those D notes for its scale lines. Likewise, if I go to create a melody, I can use, again, the notes of the D Dorian to create my melody. There's another short tutorial on making melodies, but this one is just about understanding the construction of the Dorian mode built on the second degree of any major scale. So in the case of C, it is the D Dorian mode. If I was in the scale of key of G major, for instance, here's G. And the Dorian mode would be based on the A note, the second degree of the G major scale. Okay, and that's the Dorian mode. Thanks for tuning in.